Okay, we could not have a greater contrast right now between the chaos on the Republican side and the functional presidency of Joe Biden. And the Hamas-Israel fiasco could not be a greater illustration of this. Let me explain. On the Republican right, you currently have the likely presidential nominee, Donald Trump, embroiled in 4 criminal trials, at least one, I think it's maybe 2 civil trials. He's been found to be a civilly liable rapist. He's regularly attacking court personnel after being gagged by multiple judges. A Republican House that should have a Speaker of the House, but they don't, and they can't seem to find one. Rebellion within the ranks. It's chaos. And on the Democratic side, we have a trip to the Middle East by Joe Biden that carried with it significant risk, both security risk and geopolitical risk, and has been an incredible success because this is really Joe Biden's top area, international diplomacy and foreign relations. Joe Biden went to the Middle East yesterday, has now announced $100 million in humanitarian aid to Gaza and the West Bank, with the warning from Biden that Hamas damn well better not interfere with the delivery of the aid. Joe Biden has also been able to participate in securing that Israel allow the entry of humanitarian aid to Gaza through Egypt after applying pressure to Israel. Another success for Joe Biden that we would not be seeing under someone like Donald Trump or whoever else. And then, like it or not, this is really Biden doing what he does best. Joe Biden is now structuring an aid deal to request $100 billion that will go towards Israel, Ukraine, and work on the southern border, which Republicans claim is an absolute top issue. Now, you can say, I don't think these 3 things are worthy. I don't want any money going to what's going on in Israel or Ukraine or the border. You can say that. You can say, I don't like the strategy of bundling things together. Let's have an up and down vote on everything. I would agree with you. It's not the way politics works right now. Knowing how politics does work in the United States and how Republicans operate, this is Joe Biden realizing this is how I get everything done on this funding issue that I want to get done. Republicans resisting funding for Ukraine, Republicans wanting funding for U.S. border security, and Republicans mostly wanting money for Israel, but not necessarily for Gaza. But here's a package that will do something for everybody. And Joe Biden saying, let's do it all. This is 48 hours of some of the most functional and productive presidenting that we have seen in years. And meanwhile, you've got George Santos still as a member of Congress with 30 indictments against him, a former wrestling coach who allegedly worked to not deal with serial sexual assault while he was a wrestling coach, Jim Jordan, endorsed by Trump, but losing multiple votes. It is disarray in the Republican Party. And look at the accomplishment after accomplishment that in 24 to 48 hours, Joe Biden has achieved. There's very little else to say. And, it would be nice if voters actually responded to what is taking place in the real world and observed this incredible and stunning contrast and voted on that basis. Instead, it's all, contrived cultural issues and failed talking points and grievance politics. But just a stunning 24 to 48 hours. Am I interpreting this the wrong way? Let me know. I'm glad to hear it. The number of data breaches we see is growing every year, up 41% from 2021 to 2022. And the likelihood of your data getting breached is constantly rising. Hundreds of commercial databases and people searching sites that hold your personal information. They can have name, social security number, login credentials, home address, location history, internet history, a whole bunch more. And you don't even know that it is happening. But our sponsor, Incogni, is the app and website that will take care of this for you. You create an account, you give them the right to go to work for you, you sit back, and Incogni has the data broker sites remove your personal information from their databases. Incogni keeps you updated on the status of everything. They handle the objections that can come up. This is often the reason that people get robocalls, because their information is on one of these sites that Incogni will take you off of. Scammers will use the info to commit fraud against you. So Incogni simplifies everything, gets the information taken down, and you get some peace of mind. The first 100 people to use the code Pacman will get 60% off when you go to incogni.com/Pacman. That's incogni.com/Pacman. Use code Pacman for 60% off. The info is in the podcast notes.